Hi, I'm Johnny. I'm a global artist ambassador for FENIX360. I'm blessed to be joined today by the actor Sandra Lucas. Hello, Sandra. How you doing?
Hello, John. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Great to see you. Thank you for being with me.
Yes.
Sandra, I was hoping that we could tune into some of your acting work and share with our audience. Okay, if we tune into some of our acting now,
Yes, would love that. Thank you.
I would love it too. Okay, everyone, let's tune in now to some of the acting performing from Sandra Lucas.
We have the records. We have the proof.
My husband worked at that firm with hundreds of other traders. You investigate any of them?
His emails, his computer, sometimes his laptop.
And you want me to tell you if I saw anything, like a good citizen. He's my husband. We have two beautiful girls. He's a great father to them. You want me to ruin that? To betray him?
Didn't he betray you when he decided to break the law?
Do you have a partner? Do you have someone you would do anything for?
Yes. She would never put me in this position.
We don't always get to choose what we have to do. We just do it. I didn't see anything. I want a lawyer.
Sandra, great. Great to share some of your acting work with us. Thank you so much. And
Thank you for sharing it. Appreciate it.
you're welcome. Can you tell me now, where are you from and how'd you get involved in acting?
I'm from New Zealand originally. I was born here. I happen to be back here currently, but I've lived in the United States for more than half my life. So
Okay.
my goal is to split my time between the two countries. But yes, I got in. I have to say that I think my journey as an actor began at birth. I mean, you're born this way. But there really, in my day, there really wasn't the opportunities like there is now in New Zealand. There's a lot of great content and films and talent coming out of New Zealand. So I didn't really start my journey as an actor until I was really in my middle age. When I was younger, I was a model,
Uh-huh.
and I also was involved. I studied Japanese language, so I used to work with Japanese tourists as an interpreter. And I was one of my other hobbies was long distance running. But once I was in America, and actually not really until I started raising a family, I started to do a lot of theater.
Uh-huh.
Love the theater, have a great passion for the theater. And then slowly I just started to work into film and some television. And I love the New York scene. The actors there are just all so kind, and we have a great community. We celebrate each other's successes and we lift each other up when needed. It's really not cutthroat like you think it would be.
Huh, that's great.
Um, so that's kind of my journey. Yeah.
You
I'm
know what?
starting it later in life.
You know what? I was going to say that is actually pretty unique. You know what I mean? It's not too often that I speak to an artist that kind of discovered these passions later. You're already kind of spiritually mature and already had a lot of experiences. And what I find really kind of endearing also is the relationships you feel that you created with people through your acting workshops and the network of relationships in and around New York, right? Is that where you're from in the US, right?
Yes, yes,
Yeah, that's
yes.
phenomenal. And
And also, as an actor, you should always be in class. You should always be studying, working on your craft. And so I have studied with so many great people, and I still continue to do so this day. And I've even actually started coaching actors myself and helping actors with their auditions. So that's an important element to being an actor, keeping.
absolutely. And it's interesting how you also mentioned that, you were born an actor, you know what I mean? A performer is kind of in your blood. It's like something you
Yeah.
naturally, and it's what your soul is calling, is driving you to do. It's really kind of, inspiring from that perspective, but also your presence and your accent and your just grace in the way you present yourself, Sandra. I can tell you're making
Thank
an
you.
impact. You're welcome, on other actors, and also the humility in terms of always wanting to learn and can learn from anyone. And I think that's also powerful. So what kind of other kinds of actors maybe are in the industry that you may have been inspired by, or teachers or anyone in your family that made you want to perform?
Well, I think I was originally inspired when my father took us to see My Fair Lady, which was actually the Pygmalion version, which was without the songs.
Interesting.
That had such an effect on me, watching that theater production. I think that's what really triggered it, the passion. But as far as like people that I admire and I'm influenced by, I admire the creatives who actually write, produce, and direct. And there's many of them. And actually, if you look at the credits in a lot of the films, a lot of those actors created it.
Yeah.
But recently, so we had this pandemic, and sadly, I lost a role in a professional theater gig. I don't even know if they've gone ahead, and it was put on hold for over a year.
Right.
And I also lost a great film role because just everything just got shut down. But
Exactly.
then I was asked to work as stand-in for Katie Holmes on her film, and she's a person that I admire after working with her, because she's writing, producing, directing, starring in her own films, and she's such a lovely, kind lady. So just somebody that comes to mind immediately is her, because I just worked on her film. But I admire people that are I admire kind people that have empathy, people that have a lot, but they give back. I also admire people that you can have a healthy debate with or discussion with, and walk away and still be friends, and
Yes.
you have respect for each other's opinion. I like good conversation, you
Mhm.
know.
I understand. And listen, I love some of those influences, My Fair Lady to your recent productions with Katie Holmes. Katie Holmes, what a wonderful kind of personality, bubbly and beautiful and so talented. So you two were, sure, great chemistry. And so, and also I also a great conversation, and to be able to have counterpoints and different perspectives and still honor one another's spirit, regardless if you agree or disagree. So I
Yes.
think that also comes with spiritual maturity and appreciation of everyone kind of equally just trying to figure things out. So I'm not going to hold anybody to the fire too
Yes,
much.
yes.
You know what I mean?
But there's so many great people out there that professional creating wonderful content, and I can't mention them all, but there's many. But I have also been I'm actually, I know you want to ask about what I'm currently doing, but
Yeah.
that also it applies to somebody that I admire. I've
Mhm.
been cast in a film here in an indie. It's a period piece. It's about a mother, set in 1945, whose son goes off to war and she doesn't know if he's coming home or not.
Mm.
I really admire this filmmaker. His name is Sukhveer Pamar from Clean Slate Films. He's cast me in the lead role, but he's somebody I'm really admiring, just the dedication. And I think he's a filmmaker that's worth watching. I think he's already uh, produced and filmed one other film, which is doing the film festival circuit. And just his passion and his talent and dedication. So I'm very excited about that, being in that film. And
Oh,
I've actually come on board to help him with some production work too, because I have experience with that from two films that I produced and starred in, Three for the Road and Teach and Bron. And Three for the Road has been winning awards at the film festival. We just recently won Best TV Series at the New York Cinematic Independent Film Awards.
congratulations. That is super.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's
And
so
it's a really, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say that it's so great that after the pandemic, you know what I mean, losing a couple roles, but now you're so energized and working recently with this new filmmaker and current project getting accolades and winning awards. It's really encouraging.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
welcome.
Three for the Road's pretty fun. It's about three older women, on their little journey and how they meet. And it's a series, and we're hoping to film more episodes. And then I also did a film called Teach and Bron. It's about two straight-laced cops. One is more straight-laced than the other. That would be me. And we were on a stakeout, we get bored and we end up smoking a confiscated joint.
That sounds like a fun scene.
It's pretty funny. A lot of hilarity ensues after that, and then we get caught, and that was a
Aw.
fun project.
Well,
Yeah.
sorry to get busted, but anyway, that sounds really fun. And I'm
It's
looking
kind of a play on like Cheech and Chong.
uh-huh.
It's called Teach and Braun.
I love it. It's cool. Well, I come
Yeah.
from the school of Cheech and Chong, so I can appreciate that humor. But at any rate,
Those guys are great. Yeah.
Sandra, I love to hear about it. Now,
I
tell me
actually
about-
did work with Cheech Marin once in California. He's a super nice guy.
yeah, he's really a brilliant actor and very,
Yes.
I mean, dynamic guy. It's amazing.
Yes.
I think for a long time he tried to get away from the Cheech pigeonholed kind of persona that he created there, and to demonstrate what a versatile actor he is. But I also
Yeah.
love that original character that he created, and is just and embodies so well with all those motifs. But at any rate, I really
It was
appreciate
a
everything
cult
you're doing.
classic.
There's no question about it. Now, also with your social media, do you present and promote a lot of the work that you're involved in on your social media links?
Yes, so I use Facebook a lot.
Uh-huh.
I use Instagram, and I kind of did away with the website because IMDb is really a great tool for actors.
Yeah.
So I encourage people to go to my IMDb, and also I use Actors Access a lot. So I have lots of different clips on there that show different characters rather than this big long reel.
Real. Yeah.
And actually casting directors like that because they only have a short time to see your work, so they usually like watch the first 30 seconds. So
Wow.
I've got lots of clips on Actors Access mostly. Yes.
Super. Well, listen, we're also looking forward to people connecting with you on the FENIX360 app, Sandra, and that you can present, promote your work there. People can follow your progress. So I want everyone to do that. I want you to tune in and follow Sandra Lucas on her social media links that you find below our interview, and also look for her rising on the FENIX360 app. So thank you, Sandra, for hooking up
And
with
let me tell you,
Huh?
that app is great. It's so user friendly, especially for my generation. We're not that tech savvy, but I highly recommend it. I'm loving it.
Thanks, Sandra. I really appreciate that. I'm glad it's intuitive and that you feel it's easy to use, and it's great for presenting your work, and you're in great company with other terrific artists. It's so great to hear your voice, and it's so good to share your work and to hear some of your influences. Thanks so much for the education on some of the artists you mentioned, and also for just sharing your heart. Thanks, Sandra.
Well, thank you for taking the time to talk with me. It's been really fun. Really enjoyed getting to know how much you love to ski and surf.
Yes, indeed. Thanks,
Come
Sandra.
to New Zealand. You'll love it.
I know you enjoy New Zealand. Oh my God, I would love to.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sandra. Everyone, tune into the social
great
media
day.
links you find for Sandra Lucas, and look for her on FENIX360. Take care.
You too. Take care.
Hello, Dr. Geyer. It's Zenith McKeon. I'm gonna need your help. Call me. I don't know what's going on with me and why exactly now when I'm so close to making my dream, my father's dream, come true. I never had problems with alcohol, though I never refrained from it. But now it's just a nightmare.